Hello, I'm Jeff with XBLUE Networks. Today we're going to be covering the various ways to connect your X-25 or X-50 system to your network. Each X-25 and X-50 system is shipped with a quick start guide which details the various methods you may use. When you review your existing network configuration, a couple of questions you want to ask yourself is, do I need to maintain my existing network router? If your existing network router is providing VPN access for remote workers, other locations, things of that nature, you might want to maintain the existing router. In this instance, you will simply have the X-50 system integrated to your network as a phone system only, and you will not be using a lot of the router features. In this configuration method, the WAN port of the X-50, per the Quick Start Guide, will be connected to your existing network with no connection to the LAN port after the initial programming is completed. If you do plan on having remote telephones, you'll want to consider a different integration method, and this would include a public static IP address assigned to the WAN port of your X-50. This public static IP address would be provided by your internet service provider and then programmed into the WAN port. In this configuration, the LAN port of the X-50 would go over to your existing network switch and provide the DHCP services for both telephones and computers on your network. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Quick Start Guide online and get some greater detail. If you want to continue using your existing network router, we detail in the first diagram of the Quick Start Guide that the connection is made from the Internet Service Provider cable modem over to your existing router, which in turn goes to your network switch. The X-50 WAN port would then be connected to your network switch with the remaining devices on your network, including phones and PCs. The WAN port will be provided an IP address by your existing network router. The reasons you may consider maintaining your existing network router instead of using the X-50 would be if you have virtual private network connections, you're happy with the performance of your existing router, or perhaps you have multiple wireless computers connected to your existing router. If you plan on using remote telephones, you might also consider assigning a public static IP address to the WAN port of your X-50, which would be provided by your internet service provider. This would allow the remote telephones to connect back to the public IP address you have assigned to your WAN port. As you see in the diagram in that configuration, both your existing router and your X-50 WAN port are connected to your internet service provider cable modem. Perhaps both devices would have a public static IP address assigned to those. In this configuration, your existing router goes over to your network switch, and the X-50 WAN connection is only connected to your cable modem. The third option would be for the X-50 to be your edge router and provide internet access for all devices on your network. On the diagram, you will see that the connection is made from your internet service provider's cable modem over to the WAN port of the system, where you would assign a public static IP address provided to you by your ISP. The LAN port would then be connected to your network switch, where all computers, telephones, and printers would be connected. That's about it for this video series. If you need more information, please reference your Quick Start Guide, send us a message, or give us a call. Thank you.